Hi everyone, my name is Rose Mix and my husband.
Marcus, and this is Ezekiel.
Our son Ezekiel, he is 2 months old. So on this video, we wanted to share with you my postpartum depression journey. Is it a journey? So today is my first checkup for my postpartum after 2 months. I know it should be like after 6 weeks, but maybe they are busy. So yeah. And then when I went to the doctor and I filled out some questionnaire about depression, and it asked there like how emotional I am, and then if I wanted to hurt myself, and then I just circle sometimes because most of the question is like I am experiencing now or before. And then so I guess my doctor alarmed about my situation because he said he don't want to release me without talking to the psychiatrist, because I told him that I can just take medicine, but he said the medicine will take like 6 weeks before it will take effect.
Yeah, he said it's better for you to speak to a therapist or a specialist basically, that can help you right now.
Yeah, and then because I told him that my the area where the C-section is, it's still hurting, so they supposed to do the ultrasound, but I guess they prioritize my postpartum depression, so he called an ambulance. And then so I just stayed in one room while Marcus and Ezekiel is in the waiting area at the clinic. And then the ambulance guy, I don't know what you call them, the ambulance guy came in.
EMT.
Oh yeah, the EMT came in with the wheelchair. And then when I see the wheelchair, I said, the stretcher. Ano?
It was like a gurney. Yeah, it was a gurney stretcher.
Yeah, stretcher.
Same thing.
And then, so I told them, I don't think it's necessary to use the stretcher because I can walk.
I honestly could. It wasn't necessary for the gurney. It wasn't necessary for the ambulance because I was there and I drove. I wanted to say something to the doctor, but I mean, I think they work in tandem with the ambulance people.
No, I guess they really need to do that, because if we will just go there by ourselves, it will take too long for us. Like the nurse will ask, okay, why are you here, blah 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 blah, and there's a lot of questions.
Okay.
So if it directly from the ambulance, from the doctor, clinic, the ambulance, and then the hospital, they already know like what's happening.
Yeah, I guess it makes you more of a priority.
Yeah, and then so while I'm in the ambulance, the EMT asked me.
Is that your first time inside of an ambulance?
In here, yes, but in the Philippines, no. But that's the time when we rush Daddy at the hospital.
Okay.
That's why I told the EMT, it's like, is this the first time that you have a patient like
that has
a postpartum depression using the ambulance? Because I said I think it's not necessary, but he said no, this is not the first time, so don't worry. Actually, we had a patient. She called an ambulance because she had a flu, and then she wanted us to bring her to the hospital, so don't think of that. And then he said that they have a lot of like postpartum depression that they took from the clinic to go to the hospital so that they can prioritize them. So yeah, and then while we are at the ambulance, the EMT asking me questions like how old I am, is this my first baby, if I have postpartum depression before. And then when we are at the hospital now, we check in. So of course the EMT talked to the nurse, so they have a conversation and then give the wristband or something. And then we went to the room, and then at the room there's a nurse there, and then I thought they will just talk to me like verbally, but I wear the doctor's gown. I wear the doctor's gown. They gave me the socks, and then I took out everything. I wear the doctor's gown, and then I lay down, and then they put me the IV. They get me a 4 tube of blood to test, and then I will say hi to them. So this
So
is
wait, they took your blood? I didn't realize they took your blood.
yeah. They took my. That's why I have.
Well, no, I knew that, but I'm just saying I didn't know why they took your blood.
Yeah, they took my blood, 4 tubes, and then I'm really worried because this is my first time. Because when we got to the room, there is a guard there, and then a guard like told me that he got my clothes, so I already wear a gown. He got my clothes. He put it here in the bag, and then he got my purse, my wallet, all my things. They put it in here in the bag, and here in this bag. So, and then he told me, because I'm holding my phone, and then he told me, okay, I need to get your phone too. And I said, you need to get my phone? And then he said, yes, I need to get your phone if you wanted to turn it off. So I said, okay, just let me just call my husband to inform him like what's happening inside, and then how to tell him that you will get my phone, that I will not contact him.
So by this time, from my point of view, we had split off from where I was following the ambulance.
Oh yeah.
So the ambulance went on the ambulance path, and then I split off to where I had to go to the emergency parking. So I went through the gate, and I pressed for the ticket and stuff, circled around because there was no parking at the immediate hospital. So I had to go to the additional emergency parking. So I did that. I basically went back out the gate, fed my ticket, it was free, went to the emergency parking, got a ticket for that, then parked, and then, I got him, put him in the stroller, and, walked towards the hospital. As soon as I got in, I talked to the guy at the front desk, and I was like, yes, I'm here basically for my wife. She was brought in on an ambulance. And so he asked me what your, first and last name was, and he's like, oh yes, he's like, they're still checking her in. He's like, because you have a child here, he's like, is there anybody that can watch the child? That way you can go be with her. And I was like, no. So he was like, okay, well, you're gonna have to wait in the waiting area then. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So that's when I went over to that spot, and so then I got the message from you after I had finished changing his diaper, and I spoke to you, and you basically, actually I missed all of your text messages that you had texted me, and then I finally got your phone call because I was too busy like dealing with him. Because he basically.
Yeah, because I'm worried why you're not replying. I said, what happened?
Yeah,
I don't know if you're getting my messages.
No, at the time I was basically setting up the changing area for him to do the diaper thing. But yeah, you basically messaged me, and you finally ended up calling me, and I spoke to you, and you said that your phone kept breaking up. That was one thing, and I was like, I need you to speak clearly because I could not understand what you were saying. But I think you ended up saying, like, make sure you call work and stuff and let them know what's going on. And I called work. I was able to get out of work. And then I also, you told me to call Daenerys' therapist, and then make sure to straighten that away. And then, we didn't know how long you were going to be. Yeah. That was the big thing. Sit down. If you're going to be in the video, you need to sit down. Yeah. And that was it. So.
Yeah. We told the MMT that my husband is there, and then so they said Marcus will just follow the ambulance. So the room. So they get all my stuff, my phone, and then my purse, my wallet, my clothes, and then they put it here in the bag. then there is also a tag in here. Like a tag, a secure tag, and then in here, and then there's a paper like what's inside the bag, and then I'm really worried, and like I'm really worried, I'm nervous, like mixed emotion, like it's like what's happening.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna keep you overnight.
Yeah, because so the guard take off the table from my room, take off the table, as in take off everything, take off the cord, the telephone, as in, and then he look under the bed, and like he's like looking like this, and then as in
He was basically checking to see if there was anything that you could hurt yourself with.
yes, but before I don't know, I did not know why.
When you were
why
describing that to me, I was like, okay, yeah, he's basically taking away anything that you could like tie around your neck. Like you were wearing Crocs, so they probably tell you to take your shoelaces and stuff and all that stuff. It was like serious.
He took my Crocs.
Yeah.
I'm just wearing the gown and then the socks.
Earrings
and then
too?
and then because I wear my earrings, and then he said, "Ma'am, you need to take off your earrings." So I said, "Oh, okay." So I give him my earrings, and then yep, and then it's like I feel like I'm not embarrassed, but it's like what's happening, because he keep on looking at me, he keep on looking at the surrounding. It's like
they basically had to treat you like you were a high risk patient, you know, like anything could happen because they don't know how stable your mind is, you know, they're just literally going off of the information that the doctor gave them. So yeah, I mean, they probably have a protocol for all of this stuff.
Yeah, so at first I did not know about that, like why he's doing that, why the guard doing that. But later on, the lady there, I think he is like a worker or whatever, but he is not a nurse. And then I told her, you know what? When I have my delivery, they did not get my phone. They just took my clothes and then my earrings, and then that's it. They did not take it out the table. Everything is in there. But now I'm wondering why they get my phone. And then she said, "Oh, because in this facility, in your condition, we really need to take it out, everything." And said, "Why?" Because she said, "Because we don't know what you will do." It's like there are patient there that he uses the cord of the phone tie his neck, and then there are patients that she get like something and then like do like this to hurt themselves, so they are just doing that for my protection. So basically I will not get anything for me to use to hurt myself. And then because I told the lady, "Can I get my phone, because I really need to call my husband. This is the second time." And then she said, "No, I'm sorry, you cannot use your phone, but you can use the hospital phone." And then she gave me the hospital phone, and then I called
That's why I thought it was kind of weird, because I didn't know who this was, and then I saw it was you. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I'm worried because you are a type of person when someone's called that you don't know.
I don't answer numbers that I don't recognize.
He's not answering the phone. That's why I told him, basically he needs to answer the phone, because if it is emergency. That's why I'm worried. Like, I really hope he answered. So basically, he answered the phone. So yep, and then after that, the nurse asked me about what is I'm experiencing now, and then the doctor asked me like, is this the first time? And then if I feel like hurting other people, and I said, "No, I don't." And then she said, "How about hurting yourself?" And then I said, like, sometimes, but it happened just one time, because that time is like I'm very exhausted. It's like my husband is not there, it's only me, my daughter, and then my son, and then I don't have sleep, and then my son keep on crying, and then it's like it's too much for me. And then I was like staring at the knife, and then the doctor said, "So you're just staring at the knife, like what's in your mind?" Like, I'm staring with the knife, like to use the knife to to cut myself. But it just happened one time. And then so after that, the doctor said, "Okay, well, we really want your safety. That is the goal in here. That is that's our priority. So we cannot let you go first until you talk to the psychiatrist or therapist. And then, so we waited for the therapist. Good thing, there are assigned a therapist in the hospital. So basically, she talked to me like what's happening, like if I experienced this before, and they answered no. And then if I want to hurt other people, and I said no, I just want to hurt myself. But basically, I just want to hurt myself just to, not to feel this anymore. But later on, like, I feel like if I'm gone, it will be much more worse for you, and then for our
It'll be worse for
children.
everybody, not just me. It will be worse for everybody. It'll be worse for Daenerys. It'll be worse for Ezekiel. It'll be worse for your mom, your sister, your brother, everybody in your family, and everybody in my family. Because we'll be like, I understand if you go through pain and stuff, but I also understand that the postpartum depression is something that you can't control. It's not something that you can just switch off and stuff. So I understand that aspect of it, but yeah, I hope that you would at least think twice, when it comes to the exhaustion, or you're just really tired and really frustrated and stuff. Just think twice that no matter what, you can always call me. And you can always, you have a big support system, in terms of your family, my family. So
Yeah, because the therapist told me that, when you're having a postpartum depression, it's really hard for you to, to go out of the box and then think, but just make sure, like she asking me, so if you feel something like this, what are you doing? And I said, well, most of the time I'll just go in the other room and then inhale, exhale, and then watch funny movies, and then listening to the music, just to breathe for a while, and then give a moment for myself. And then, so there are a lot of questions that the therapist asked me, and good thing, I'm very, very happy that they sent me home, because I'm really nervous if they will just let me there and stay there and then confine there. I'm really nervous, and it's like, I don't know, it's like, this is the real thing, okay? So I know I have a postpartum depression, but if you are in a place like they think that you will do this, like you will hurt yourself or something, it makes my brain says that to think negative more. It's like I feel so bad for myself, why I'm in there, and it's like I feel like it will get worse. So by the time they told me, okay, we can release you, just make sure to talk to a therapist. And then I said, yeah. And then, so, yeah.
before that, so after you had messaged me and said that the therapist would want to speak to me.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And then literally like
Forgetting.
within like the last, I guess like the next like 3 minutes, a lady's coming down. She's like, Marcus? And I was like, yeah. And she came over to me, and then she's like, introduced herself, and she's like, come with me. We're gonna talk for a bit. So we went into a small room that had like, a couch and 2 other chairs, and I sat down with Ezekiel, and she just asked me a couple of questions and stuff. She said, how are things at the house and stuff, and I said that we're trying to get him on his little sleep schedule and stuff, but we're getting better about it, and we're working together to split our time taking care of the kids and stuff. And she asked, how is your wife handling after the postpartum? And I was like, it's strange. I think that the feelings that she has, the intense like emotions of like stress and I guess frustration, you have that when I'm not around, because when I'm here it feels like you're normal and like there's no issue. But you've told me that you have experienced the extreme emotions and
Yeah.
stuff.
Hold on. Wait, sorry.
I explained to her that it's probably when, I'm at work and Daenerys is at school that you feel all this. So, what does it say, Ba?
It said, I love you so much, BFF.
Okay, boo. How many minutes
Bye.
is it there?
Sit down
Bye,
and read.
Daenerys.
Okay, and then
Yeah, so then she said, has she ever exhibited any suicidal tendencies? And I said, since we've been together, no. I said that that when she was like, okay, so what about the C-section with the first, did she have postpartum then? I was like, yeah, but I think it was only for like a couple months, and then after that it was back to normal, but she was like, do you think that she would hurt herself or hurt the baby? And I was like, I don't think so. Don't think she would, because I was like, she loves the baby, and she loves herself, she loves us, and I think she would do anything to protect the baby. So I think it's just, I was like, I think what it is just a fleeting moment. It's something that happens and it's really intense and then it goes away. It doesn't last forever. And she's like, okay, all right. She's like, well, I'm going to go back and talk to her and shouldn't be too much more time. And I was like, okay. So then I went back to the waiting area and then that was it. You got to stop, Buff. Leave him alone.
oh, so because I am really worried when after she talked to me after we're done on this assessment, she told me, okay, is your husband is here? And will you give me permission to talk to your husband? It's not I don't believe what you're saying, but I wanted to talk to your husband to check his opinion also on what's happening.
Yeah.
But the way I talk to you is like, you're good. You just need someone to talk to, make sure you will go to your therapy and then do the session. Don't break the the cycle or so whatsoever. But yeah, so I need to talk to your husband. That's why I am really nervous when she will talk to you. But yeah, good thing it goes good.
Well, I mean, pretty much everything I said was because I don't ever see the stress that you're going through, because usually by the time I get off of work or get off, from the side hustle and stuff, it's like you guys are already asleep
Yeah,
already,
yeah, I'm already, or I'm
So-
already okay.
So yeah. But
Yeah. So when the therapist came back to my room and then she said, okay, I already talked to your husband, and then so I will go get your release paper and then you are good to go. And then she handed me like this brochure, like contact numbers, like who I can call to if I am not feel better, if I will think to hurt myself or anyone. And then she said, she gave me like this empowering affirmation for moms. So I don't know if you
How
can
many
see.
is that? Is that like,
It's at 60, but it's only 15. It's like women's meditation, like empowering affirmations for moms. Like, I am honest and operate with dignity. I am enough. My best is enough. Something like that to tell myself if I feel like on that episode or in a situation that I cannot handle it anymore, and then I wanted to to suicide or something. And then also we got a safety plan, and here like what should the plan will be used, like what is the symptoms that I'm feeling, that to tell to myself that okay, you're having this thought, so meaning you're going to get worse. So I said like worrying too much, I'm not doing my best. And then there is portion here that what action can you do it in order not to follow through on through the urges. So it's like I said, call my friends, and then I listed the name here. I listed that is Cecil, Brittany, and Colton, and then talk to specialists, and then she gave me a lot of like reading materials for postpartum depression. This is really a lot. And then, yep. So, well, to those of you people that don't know about postpartum depression, it's really a serious one. Don't ignore it, because there are some cases that it's really worse to the point that they died because of the postpartum depression. And then this thing, I'm just glad that I can talk to Marcus about it. I told Marcus how I feel, because the moment that I will stop talking how I feel to him, it's like that's the point that it's worse, that I'm just the nearest, that I'm just keeping it to myself. And then don't just ignore it. Just make sure, if you're having a postpartum depression, just make sure you have someone to talk to, anyone, part of the family, your friends, or talk to your doctors about it, because it's not simple things. It's really worse. It's really worse. There are people dying because of the postpartum depression. And
Yeah, you're not in it alone. You have all of us.
I always told Marcus, like, I feel like I'm by myself. It's like I don't have anyone, and then I feel like my kids doesn't love me, and I feel like
Did you hear that,
I'm
Bob?
not
Did you hear what mommy said?
I'm not
Are you paying
giving
attention?
I'm not giving my best
Let's pay
for
attention.
them. It's like I was thinking that, I feel like if I'm gone, they will not look,
Listen.
if I'm gone, they will not know, or they will not think that I'm gone, because they are not looking for me, or they are not like checking on me.
But how would you feel if mommy wasn't here? Mommy was gone. What would you feel?
Happy.
You're happy if I'm gone?
But you would be happy if mommy was gone? Or would you be sad that mommy's gone?
You don't know? You don't know the answer?
Simi, I'm happy when Daddy's here, and I.
No, but mommy wasn't here with us. Mommy left. How would you feel? Would you feel sad because mommy was gone? I would be too. Because mommy's a big part of the family. And you love mommy.
Yes.
So give mommy a hug. Tell mommy I love you.
Kaingu. So yeah, I feel
I don't think
that.
she understood the question.
Yeah.
Let's not take what she said at the very beginning.
Yeah, she did not
You
fully
understand now? It's very serious. When mommy is sad, take it very serious, okay? Because we love mommy. We want mommy to be okay, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so those are the things that we experienced today. And yep, we just wanted to inform you guys. Don't ignore the postpartum depression, because it's really a big thing. It's really a big thing. It's really a big thing. It's really big deal.
Yeah. Take it serious, because not everybody handles it the same way. And I think it's important to at least get the awareness out about it, because, depending on different life experiences, people handle things differently, and people, when they need help, sometimes they don't always voice it right away, and sometimes it's too late.
Yeah.
So
yep, so I got all the paperwork that I need to read, and that's it, everyone.
do you feel better now than you did a couple hours ago?
Yeah, I feel better now. when I talk to the therapist or the psychiatrist, psychiatrist, and yeah, I feel better. I know what to do when I have like the episode, something like the time that feel like I'm by myself. And then I told myself that I don't want to leave you by yourself taking care of
I
our
don't think
son
Ezekiel wants you to
and our
leave.
daughter.
Ezekiel doesn't want you to leave. He's like, I love you.
Oh.
Leave mommy.
Yeah, okay, so bye guys.
Bye bye.
Say bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.